the ancient lands of India, there lived a wise and compassionate monk named Siddhartha. He was a devoted follower of Buddha, who believed that true understanding and wisdom could be found by experiencing the various facets of life. One day, Buddha called Siddhartha to him and said, "My dear disciple, I believe that wisdom can be gained by embracing different perspectives. I am sending you on a journey to a nearby village. There, you will meet a woman named Lila, who works as a prostitute. Spend time with her, learn her story, and bring back the lessons you gain from this experience." Siddhartha was surprised by this assignment, but he trusted his teacher's wisdom. He set out on his journey with an open heart and a curious mind. As he reached the village, he inquired about Lila and soon found himself standing before her modest dwelling. With a gentle knock on the door, Lila welcomed Siddhartha inside. She was a woman of striking beauty, but there was a sadness in her eyes that Siddhartha noticed immediately. "Greetings, kind lady," he said with respect. "I am Siddhartha, a monk on a journey of understanding. I have come to learn about your life and your experiences." Lila looked at Siddhartha curiously, surprised by his presence and his words. Why would a monk want to learn about the life of a simple woman like me? She wondered aloud. Siddhartha smiled warmly and replied, "Buddha teaches us that wisdom comes from seeing beyond the surface and understanding the complexities of life. Every person's story is valuable, and I believe that by hearing your story, I can learn important lessons." Lila felt a sense of comfort in Siddhartha's presence. She began to share her tale, speaking of a childhood marked by poverty and hardship. Her family had struggled to make ends meet, and as she grew older, she made the difficult decision to enter the world of prostitution as a means to support herself and her family. Tears welled up in Lila's eyes as she spoke about the judgment and scorn she faced from society. She explained that she had dreams of a better life, and a chance to escape the cycle of poverty. "But life had other plans for me," she said with a sigh. "And now, I do what I must to survive." Siddhartha listened with empathy, his heart heavy with the weight of Lila's experiences. He realized that her choices were driven by circumstances beyond her control, and that her heart remained pure despite the hardship she faced. As the days turned into weeks, Siddhartha continued to visit Lila. They talked about life, dreams, and the complexities of human existence. He shared stories of Buddha's teachings, and Lila found solace in his words. She began to see herself not just as a woman defined by her profession, but as a person with dreams and potential. One day, as the sun set behind the village, Lila looked at Siddhartha and said, "You have brought light to my life, dear monk. Your presence has reminded me that there is goodness even in the darkest of places." Siddhartha smiled and replied, "And you, Lila, have taught me that appearances can be deceiving. Your heart is pure, and your struggles have given you a unique strength." As the weeks passed, Siddhartha's time in the village came to an end. He bid farewell to Lila, promising to carry the lessons he had learned from her back to Buddha. He returned to the monastery and shared his experiences with his teacher. Buddha listened intently, his eyes filled with wisdom. "Siddhartha," he said, You have learned a valuable lesson. Just as a lotus can grow in muddy waters and still remain pure, people can find goodness in unexpected places. Lila's heart is pure, and she has shown us that judgment can blind us to the truths within others. Siddhartha nodded, grateful for the wisdom he had gained from both Buddha and Lila. He continued his journey as a monk, carrying the stories and lessons of his encounter with him. And whenever he faced challenges or encountered people quick to judge, he would remember Lila and the transformative power of understanding and compassion. And so, the story of Buddha sending a monk to a prostitute became a timeless reminder that true wisdom comes from seeing beyond the surface, embracing diverse experiences, and recognizing the goodness that exists within every human heart. The tale of Buddha sending a monk to a prostitute carries a profound moral that resonates across time and cultures. This story serves as a reminder that appearances can be deceiving, and true wisdom comes from understanding, compassion, and looking beyond surface judgments. In our world, it's easy to form quick opinions about others based on their professions, appearances, or circumstances. We often forget that every individual has a unique story and struggles that shape their choices. Lila, the prostitute in this story, was a living embodiment of this truth. Despite her circumstances, she possessed a pure heart, dreams, and a resilience that was hidden beneath the surface. The moral of the story encourages us to challenge our preconceived notions and delve deeper into the lives of others. Just as Siddhartha did, we should seek to understand the stories behind people's choices and actions. By doing so, we may discover that a person's true character is far more complex and nuanced than what meets the eye. Furthermore, the story teaches us the transformative power of compassion and empathy. Siddhartha's genuine interest in Lila's story helped her see herself in a new light and realize her own worth beyond societal judgments. His kindness and willingness to listen had a profound impact on her outlook on life. This moral reminds us that our interactions have the potential to change lives. When we approach others with an open heart and mind, we can provide them with the gift of understanding and acceptance. Just as Siddhartha's presence brought light to Lila's life, our compassion can offer solace to those who feel misunderstood or marginalized. Ultimately, the story underscores the teachings of Buddha about non-judgment and the interconnectedness of all beings. It serves as a call to recognize the humanity in every individual, regardless of their background or choices. By practicing empathy and kindness, we contribute